as bystanders, according to the grocery store who initially called 911, plead with the officers to let Floyd get up. Please. I can't breathe, he said. Hey guys, it's Marilyn. Welcome. I can't even like do it like with enthusiasm. But hey guys, it's Marilyn. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I actually really like debated about doing, but like I had it in my mind and then I was like, oh, should I? And then like stuff just kept escalating and I was like, there's no reason as to why I should not. And then this morning I woke up and I went on Twitter to see that the man who was elected our president, he tweeted this: "These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty and we will assume control, but when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you!" Exclamation mark. They don't thank you me after you post something like this. That's what I took it as. I took it as, okay, I'm gonna get the government and I'm gonna co-sign for us to shoot these people and do whatever because they're taking stuff from Target in retaliation. Because literally, what can we do? Because peaceful protesting obviously hasn't gotten us anywhere. Peaceful protesting is getting us still killed with our knees and our backs in the street. And I was like, I can't like not say something. And I'm someone, obviously you guys don't know me, like my backstory that well. Right? I lived my whole life in a small town that is mostly white, like 98% white, I would say, mostly Republican, like Republican. Like the Confederate flags, they have those on their trucks. The kids I went to school wear Confederate flag sweatshirts and stuff like that. And so I've always been around that kind of. I vividly remember this was when the Baltimore riots happened, and oh my gosh, like that was really a time in my like young adult life where I really felt like the difference, like alienated, and like the way that like the people in my homeroom were talking, and they're like, those people in Baltimore are so stupid, like the black people don't even understand what they're doing, like you're literally burning your own places, and like do you not even understand, like are we supposed to help you, like just. And I remember standing there and I felt like caught and just in my mouth, like I could not speak because I was the only black person in my homeroom. So I just remember feeling like so helpless and like what can I do? And like I was like, no, like you guys don't get it. And they're like, what do you mean? They all like turn to me and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like. And so I've always been someone who speaks out about things and like has a voice even. So I'm just gonna read from the New York Post to give you guys a summary of what happened. Obviously I was not there, but like let's not do that. You weren't there? Come on. Okay, so George Floyd. It was a routine police call for a run-of-the-mill crime, someone passing a bogus $20 bill out of Delhi, but the ensuing death of unarmed black man George Floyd while in the custody of Minneapolis cops and the resulting riots have once again forced a divided nation into bitter self-reckoning. And I feel like if you're not feeling uncomfortable, then you're not resonating with the message. And so it all started when restaurant bouncer and aspiring commercial driver Floyd, who was 46, tried to buy groceries. Floyd went to the Cup Foods on Chicago Avenue South around 8 p.m. for a food run. You know, normal things that we all do. Surveillance footage from a nearby restaurant shows police arriving shortly after 8 p.m. and approaching a black minivan where Floyd is sitting with two other people. Two officers walk up to the vehicle. Its passenger door already open and one shines a flashlight inside. And when they shine that flashlight, like it's to intimidate you. The second officer approaches Floyd and tells him to get out of the vehicle, prompting a brief struggle before Floyd exits the vehicle. Moments later, Floyd is seen handcuffed behind his back. If you haven't seen the video, I would recommend seeing it because you need to be angered, but just let you know, like, it's like not like pretty to see. Like it like really made me sad after I watched it, so like just like be ready for that. And I also don't feel like this kind of stuff should be like, I understand the posting it on social media, but I also feel like posting these videos, like you're posting videos of people dying on the internet, and it's just like, one is very like harmful to like black community, harmful to people who have personally experienced violence. To see this kind of stuff all over again, this can bring out PTSD. And also I feel like it what's the word, makes us numb to this kind of thing because we see it over and over again, then it's like it's just numb. And that's one thing about me, I was like, I don't want to get numb to this kind of thing. Like I want to put a face to the name, I want to put a story to the name, I want to put family members to the name, because you see all these names, you have all these hashtags, you have all these things, but it's like a lot of people just see the post, oh, another black person died. Well, non-black people, I'm sure black people don't think this, but like, oh, another black person died, and they continue scrolling, they move on. But for some people, like, this will be with them forever. Like, this was someone's loved one. This was someone's brother. This was someone's dad. This was someone's community member. This was someone's coworker. And so like I don't ever want us to become desensitized to this kind of thing, which is why I wanted to bring this up on my channel and have this here for people, because being black should not be a death sentence in America, but it is. And like, even though I lived in a place where I didn't have to really like witness police brutality or any kind of stuff like that firsthand, definitely when I was in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh police are faulty. And I also want to say that, yeah, they're faulty. They killed Antoine Rose, and even though he, you know, the case didn't even win, but regardless. So I also was in a protest for that. First, I have a lot of male black friends in Pittsburgh, so I didn't really have a lot of male black friends here, but I have a lot of male black friends in Pittsburgh who are friends, mentors, best friends, etc., literally like brothers to me. And the fact that like it's coming out that like a lot of them have had like instances with the police where like police in Pittsburgh where they were unwarrantedly, I don't know if that's the word, but unwarrantedly stopped like in the street, just like walking, questioned, the fact that they've had guns pulled on them, they've been handcuffed, put into the pavement in Pittsburgh, a city that was supposed to be like a safe place for me, you know. And the fact that this has happened, and every time I read them, like I just start crying, because it's one thing like when you read the news and like you see the name and like you get sad, but like knowing that like this person who's so joyful, so full of life, was put down to the pavement. Like I can list at least like 4 people that I'm like close to or semi-close to who are in Pittsburgh who had this happen, and I know it's happened to way more people, and they're way too aggressive and they're way too entitled. And I don't want to hear not all cops, not all cops, not all cops. I don't care, because obviously it's enough cops that this keeps happening and keeps getting swept under the rug. And luckily at least one of the police officers is being charged, but all 4 need to be charged. Yeah, one surveillance video from across the street shows him stumbling and falling as 2 officers lead him to the waiting squad car. The video is heavily redacted, that's, yeah, and largely muted, but it appears 2 individuals to be being questioned were the man and woman who were in the van. What happens next is uncertain, but the next time Floyd is seen on video is a clip by bystander Darnella Frazier. Thank goodness for her. Like, if you see something, film something, okay? Which shows Floyd already pinned down by Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin, whatever, a white cop seen pressing his knee into the back of Floyd's neck while he lied face down in handcuffs. Chauvin had been the subject of 10 prior conduct complaints over his 19 years. Like, why does this always happen? Like, I feel like the whole police academy needs to completely change, because being a police officer, or at least the system of police, was put into place to watch minorities. Like, that's just it from the beginning. And now they're looking after us, and that's literally all they know. Because how can you be a police officer and you literally have conduct complaints over half of your term, and you're still like able to wear the badge and serve your community? In the span of nearly 4 minutes, Floyd can be heard telling police at least a dozen times that he can't breathe, and asking Chauvin to take his knee off his neck, as bystanders, according to the grocery store who initially called 911, plead with the officers to let Floyd get up. Please, I can't breathe, he said. Get up, get in the car, one of the cops is heard saying, while Floyd remains pinned down. I can't move. I can't move. I will. I can't move, Floyd responds. He then stops moving altogether. If you're not mad, angry, outraged, anything right now, then I need you to either choose to educate yourself so that you do get mad and you do get enraged, or you need to just click off my channel. I don't care. I don't care. Then, like, or if you're willing to stay around and learn, then yes, and I can have a conversation with you in the comments. You can DM me, whatever. But if you are just like not understanding, it's not clicking, that I need you to leave, because I didn't even think I would. I mean, I cried last night. Well, that was like when I read the story of one of the people I went to school with, and he was like talking about time when he was put on the pavement by the police in Pittsburgh. Police called EMTs around 8:30 p.m. and they arrived in 6 minutes to find an unconscious and unresponsive Floyd. Paramedics and police eventually flipped Floyd over while he was still cuffed, placed him on the gurney and into the ambulance, where a responder released his hands. Their decision to load and go rather than triage Floyd on the spot was likely based on their race against time, adding that responders were likely unaware of how severe the situation had become. Like, oh, this is why I don't want to live here anymore. Like, obviously I know that like the people I met here I wouldn't have met here if my parents never came here, but like I really think, especially in recent days, like I wish that my parents didn't move to the US. Police initially claimed that he suffered a medical episode while struggling with officers, but Frazier's video soon lets that claim. They killed him right in front of Cup Foods, the 17-year-old later said on Facebook. No type of sympathy. Literally have no sympathy. And I've seen too many videos of police officers killing people on the side of the road. You don't even need to use guns at this point. Killing people on the side of the road who are literally doing nothing. So basically, he was targeted. And I can't remember if it was, I think, a check that they thought was faulty or whatever, but his check wasn't even a faulty check or anything. So like the reason that they had for suspicioning him, I can't even speak right now, but the reason that they had for targeting him wasn't even valid, didn't even go through. He was guilty of nothing, and now he's dead. And I know he has a long-term girlfriend, and so now she is essentially widowed and broken for the rest of her life. He has family, broken for the rest of his life. Like, so the FBI is doing a joint investigation. Trump is saying all this kind of stuff. I really don't care. And so basically what's happened recently is that there are a lot of riots and there are a lot of looting, and people are now trying to turn the narrative against, wow, black people, you guys are so dumb, you guys are hurting your own communities, you guys are harming your own communities, you guys are doing this, that, and the third, when like that's not, like, you being peaceful is obviously like no. And when we want to be peaceful, like, oh my god, I don't even remember his name, Kaepernick, sorry, when Kaepernick is kneeling down something peaceful, people get mad and people don't see the point. So at this point, obviously kneeling down is not enough, and I'm not against the looting, and I just feel like this is like the least I can do because I'm here in my small white town where I'm sure nobody really cares except for like the 5 black people. And yeah, if you are white or if you're non-black and you consider yourself an ally, if you've ever called yourself an ally, you think you're woke, like, then do something, say something, post something, retweet something, like, do something. All these companies, do something. The Kardashians with your black children, but you're not saying anything, like, it's very telling. Like, you're very telling. You're telling on yourself, and I'm taking into account, and I'm gonna start just unfollowing people. And so a lot of celebrities though have been posting and stuff about it, but like, it's not like, ugh, I literally, no. And there's so many cases that don't even see the light of day past their stuff, but here just some. And plus another one that just got added was Tony McDade, and that happened in 2019, but it's literally just getting traction now because of what happened to George Floyd. And so he was a black trans masculine person who was killed in Tallahassee in 2019, I believe. But yeah, so like there's just so many names, like Tony McDade, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Oscar Grant, Eric Garner, Philando Castile, Samuel DuBose, Sandra Bland, Walter Scott, Terrence Crutcher. I'm gonna add Alicia Stanley, who was a black trans woman who died in Pittsburgh last year, and I also walked a protest towards that. And I just wish that I could do something that felt like something, like marching through the streets felt like something. And so I hope that this video reaches people. Basically, I just want to say be mindful. I'm gonna have listed on the screen things you can do, numbers you can text, petitions you can sign. I'm gonna have those linked below. I'm gonna have those on the screen. I just feel like very overwhelmed right now. Like, I can't even think. Like, this is like, I'm not even sad. Like, it's like out of body sad. And then I also feel guilty because I'm like, this doesn't even happen like to me, or like personally been targeted by the police, or like personally been like, I mean once they thought I was a boy and they thought I was stealing, and so I got yelled at in a beauty store in Baltimore. But like, that's like so small, and I don't want to make this about me, but yeah, so that's everything. This video is long, I don't even care. To all my black people watching this, I just want you to let you know that I am with you. I see you. To all my black men, I love you guys dearly. Like, I actually like really feel for you guys. Like, it's crazy, but like, I just like, it's like a hard time. Please be kind to one another. Don't be ignorant of my comments. My block button will be heavy. Yeah, if you are non-black, please stand with your black people in your community, stand with your black friends, do your part. Please do your part, because they're targeting us, and I don't know when it's gonna stop, and it's basically what this country has been built on for the past I don't know how many years. So yeah, that's everything. I mean, subscribe, like, comment, please share if you want to share. That would really help, like, more than anything, because this story just needs to be out there, because there's still people who don't even know about this. So hopefully I educated someone today. And yeah, stay safe, especially stay blessed, especially wash your hands, but like also just don't be an ignorant butthole. All right.